Hello everyone, my name is Stuffington, and I've been asked a question by Overmind about the story behind my name, and I thought, that is good to have out there. It's out there already, but it's been like, what, a couple of months since I told it last probably, and it was in like one Isaac episode, and not everyone watches those. So here you have it. I've gone to like 2 different elementary schools. One of them was the first one I went to, WoW, from grade 0 to 4. And then from grade 5 onwards I went to like another one, like a private school. And in 6th or 7th grade, I had an English teacher, whose name I shall not say. We should call her, like, I don't know. I don't know what to call it. All the names that come to mind are other people who were also teachers, and I shouldn't do that. Beth. I didn't have a teacher called Beth. We should call her Miss Beth. One moment. Turn up the audio a bit. Beth, that's a good idea. She was Beth, and she did not. Well, I have always been like one of the more fluent people. Kind of. You might not think it, but like in English classes and stuff. She was my English teacher. I should clarify. Phoenix is nice. This is new. Probably inactive though. Wax wings. All this is decent. Anyway, we'll get back to that. She was my English teacher, and I always enjoyed like conversing, because I thought I spoke good English. I had the vocabularies because I played a lot of games and watched a lot of movies and stuff. I had all the words, knew how to say them all, which was great. But I had this bad habit, and I still do, because I don't think it's a bad habit. She thought I had this bad habit of ending my sentences and saying stuff a lot, and stuff. So I went to the store and I bought broccoli and other food and stuff, and then I got home, played some games, watched some movies and stuff. I did that a lot. I still do. I like it. I like the word stuff. But her argument for me to not say it was that she didn't think it was a word. She disagreed that it was a word. She didn't agree that it had any place in the English language because it wasn't a word. It wasn't in the dictionary. It wasn't acknowledged as a word. Well, you don't say etc. You say etc., which is actually longer. So if anything, it's the shorter version, which is more efficient, and also, in conversation, it's probably what people use more often. Anyway, she disagreed with a word, which I in turn disagreed with. So we had this like, what? Really? That's just one ammo crate though, on demand. I kinda don't need that. I want this instead. Anyway, we had this ongoing like kind of feud. It was a fun feud though. We both like we had fun with it. She was a teacher though, so she was trying to teach me not to do it, wane me off of it. But I didn't agree with the argument she used to try and do that. So I made it my mission to like gather evidence that stuff was a word. So I did. Foodstuffs was really like the nail in the coffin. When I learned of foodstuffs, ooh boy was I happy. That was really just what nailed it. Anyway, so I brought all my evidence and we came to an agreement that stuff was a word and I should say it less. Just for like, diversity's sake. But in that span of time while I was gathering evidence and stuff, I also got really into Steam and into playing games and stuff. I did the thing and I didn't think of it until I'd already done it. Anyway, so I just kind of in an act of silent outrage and outlawry or whatever, I named myself something with stuff. And at the time I was really into I watched some Captain Sparkle stuff again. There we have it. And he was playing with a guy named Waglington, and I like the structure of that name a lot. It's very, very nice. It's nice to say. It's like feels good. The structure. I like the structure of the name. I like the name. I like the guy. He's great. Had some health issues recently. Last time I checked, I should actually check up on him. But anyway, so I kind of combined the two, and Stuffington was the result, and that's just been my name ever since. If there is no key on this floor, I will actually quit. So yeah, Stuffington was the result of like that. Now the Sir, I don't use anymore. My Minecraft name is Sir Stuffington. Oh, why? It's not good. It's really not. Right? Why is that in there? That's terrible. And I hate it. That's petty. Yeah. Kind of. Well, again, we're like, it's a fun rivalry. It wasn't like an actual, I am mad at you for doing this. She was a teacher. She was just trying to teach me to be more varied. But the way she did it was bad. And I corrected her because I did that a lot. I was a very annoying student. Because we've talked about this recently. I thought I was very good. I thought I was better than everyone, pretty much. Because that's kind of what people told me. People being like other teachers and stuff. I made like a point out of, you know, my teachers knowing that, you know, I know stuff. You know, I'm the smart one. So doing that was kind of in that vein. It's super annoying and I should have done that. And in hindsight, like, you know, I sucked for doing that. But that was just what I did. To be fair, some of my teachers were also just super assholes. Like always the substitute teachers and then one other teacher I had. You're abnormal. Oh. Don't want to be called Sir Stuffington the Third. Do you want to elaborate on the abnormality? I don't know what that means. Well, I know the word, but I don't. How do? Anyway, yeah. Sir Stuffington the Third is the word. Is the worst, and I hate it. Just like so, it sounds so like pretentious. I don't like it. Oh, I see. Well, not to like, you know, not to brag or anything, but I do that. I can't say whether or not I'm actually like, I'm not sure I could be diagnosed with anything or not. I'd rather not have that question answered. Because I don't really feel like I need that. Moving on. From the floor, not from the conversation. It's a good conversation. I can kind of see that. So you mean like you get caught up on conversations like that and kind of obsess over them in a way? Or is that not what you mean at all and I'm just wrong? Could also be. I'm just trying to like understand. Because I definitely also like, when I get ideas, and that was an idea I had to find that. I do projects a lot, where I have an idea to do a thing and then I work tirelessly on it. And don't really do other stuff until it's done. That's how I should be when I was editing stuff, but I'm just not. I can relate kind of. What shouldn't worry about? Oh, yeah, alright. I see. I'm not saying that like I'm the same, but I understand. I wouldn't say abnormal necessarily. Like I understand. It's probably different. I can see that. Like abnormal might be like an extreme word. I thought you had like 5 hands when you said it. Which of course would be strange for a person to have 5 hands. A bit excessive. Who needs that many? I'd stop after 4. 5 is just like, I know the spectrum. I'm aware, yeah, of the term. I'm not like, I don't know psychology and is that even psychology? Psychiatry? I don't know phrases about, you know, mind stuff. But I do. I'm aware of the term and what it entails. I'm not sure I'm on there, and I'm not sure I want to know. Just like, kind of don't mind or care. Oh, have some good games. And thanks for the thanks for stopping by. And thanks for giving me free conversation fuel for my struggling YouTube career. I appreciate it. See ya. Wrong way. Whoops. Sorry, I was rereading some stuff in chat to see if I'd misunderstood. Don't think I did. I don't know. I actually had a conversation with my mom about that, because she works with a lot of, well, she used to. She's had a lot of different jobs. She used to work with a bunch of psychiatrists and stuff. And like, I actually straight up asked her like if she thought that I was autistic in any way. Because like I wanted to know. I wanted to know if like I was younger back then. And, like she just kind of laughed it off and said definitely not. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't really care either way. I pretty much just the way my brain works at this point hasn't really changed. Us again. That's alright. Isn't it? I enjoy us time. That sounds weird, and I'm sorry. I don't enjoy the term us time. As it turns out, it's very weird and strange. Yeah, that was back in the days when, like, kind of finding the stuff that defined me as a person was hard. It isn't anymore, really. I've kind of found a person. Get some candles. I thought that would say candies, and I got really excited. Feel free to get some candles if you want. I have my tea. You have your candles. Sorry about that. But yeah. I kind of think it would have been a mistake for me to really find out. Just either way, I probably wouldn't have been happy about it. You know? Well, you know, I would have been unhappy. I would have just like... You know, I would have... I don't know. I don't want to know, is what I've landed on. And that's how that is. Because, you know, as much as I've changed as a person over time, like, the way my mind works probably isn't subject to change at this point. It's been too many years of thinking this way. Of, like, because, like, I don't know. But it's a different thing. How you are as a person and how your brain works are very different. You can be in different ways as a person and still have your brain work the same way. It's just about learning from your mistakes and such. And oh boy, have I done that. I'm asking. I don't know. Ooh. This seems worth it. Yeah. Oh yes. Wait. That's the one I actually don't really like. Right? Yeah. It's a bit weird. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Oh, Chris! Hello. Yeah. It seems kind of counterintuitive to me, because like I like to think that I've changed a lot as a person, but my brain hasn't, like, the way I think hasn't changed. I'm very logical in my approach of stuff, which is why I enjoy systems. I find systems pleasant. I enjoy economy because it's full of systems, and like my problem solving stuff is all about analyzing and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, that hasn't changed. I'm just less analytical about people and have kind of learned to be a person now, which I really struggled with when I was younger, because I used to think I wasn't, like, you know, I had trouble feeling normal. I didn't feel like I was the same kind of person as everyone else, which kind of put me in a lot of distress, because you want to feel like a human being. And I was, all along, wouldn't you know it. But I've definitely become a better person, just like in my way of talking to people and like handling stuff. Like, definitely. What's that item? Gun Soul. You defeated. That's a Dark Souls reference. Yo. That's really good. I live longer. Did it also give me health up? I have done the Hunter and the Marine so far. Should we go to the shop? 82. But like, with so much health and stuff, I kinda don't feel like it's necessary. You ever seen that item? It's pretty good, I think. Nah, I didn't really. Well, I was much worse about it. It's pretty much every sentence. Like, in hindsight, she was definitely right about me saying it too much. I just didn't like the logic she put behind it. But yeah, I've always been praised a lot by my English teachers, and she's the only one who actually kind of resisted, because she like saw flaws and wanted to work them out. The other ones kind of just accepted that, you know, this guy has words, he has the vocabulary, and that's good. He knows rules and he can recite them. That's good. But she was more like, you know, she actually cared more about the habits when I spoke. Which was nice in hindsight. I had a teacher who was really excited about the fact that I knew what mahogany was. Like, he straight up just asked the class on one of the first lessons we had. He was from New Zealand. That's not really important. But he knew English, I guess. He was like he was one of the teachers I respected more at the time. Well, not that I don't anymore, but just like in general, like. You know, I wanted to impress, and just like he knew English. Yeah, mahogany the wood, and it was like in what 7th or 8th grade, whichever one. I think it was 8th. Ah, wow, nice, 200. Isn't this kind of similar to pitchfork? Maybe not. Anyway, he asked what mahogany was. Yeah, definitely mahogany. That's exactly how you spell it, I'm pretty sure. Sooner. Anyway, he asked just what that was, and at the time I had been watching some. Pretty sure it's Sips or Shin, whichever one of them did the farming thing. They were playing a Minecraft thing with foresty and stuff. Great damage. And mahogany was one of the wood types, and it was very pleasant. So I knew that word, and I just like knew what it was. Played it off real cool. Didn't even mention Minecraft once. Just like, oh, I know what mahogany is. It's that type of wood. It's like a reddish tint. Yes. Give me grades now. Oh, I understand, Suno. I've given you a lot of trouble about that. I've definitely instilled trauma within you, and I can't say I regret it. That would be disingenuous. So you know, I'm just not gonna do that. Anyway, some teachers like I've wanted to show off for, and some teachers I've really wanted, I just respected a lot, and also wanted to show off to, but in another like, in another, yeah. Oh, nice. Like I had a math teacher in high school who was great. He was a great teacher to me, because I was into math. I wanted to understand math, and he was teaching a high school math class, so not everyone was as invested as I was, which is fair. Like, you can decide what you're interested in and what you really want to put effort into. He didn't really think that same way though. He was very, very, you know that teacher from, not the Great Gatsby, but the other one. Good Will Hunting. The guy from Good Will Hunting who's like, wants to spot talent. Kind of the same guy as in Whiplash, the bald guy. J.K. Simmons or whatever. Is that J.K. Simmons? No, it's not. Is it? Yes, it is. Isn't it? Yes, it is. It's definitely J.K. Simmons. Right? Bald teacher guy who wants to find talent. My math teacher only really cared about teaching the ones who cared, which I kind of understand from a personal standpoint, but from a being a teacher standpoint, it's probably not the best way to go about it. But I reaped the benefits from that, because I was into math. I wanted to know more, because it interested me, and it still does. Might be my favorite thing in the whole world. I like math a lot. It is interesting, and there's more to learn, and I enjoy the patterns and all that. So yeah, he was a good teacher to me. He's another one of those teachers that I think kind of defined my interests going forward. Like, I wouldn't have studied economy had it not been for him and one other teacher in high school. I think it's social studies, but I'm not sure. Seems like a great teacher. Yeah. But not really when it comes to passing exams, you know? When the whole class has to pass the same exams. I'm not sure, like, you know, being kind of tough and not really going all in on, well, going all in on some students with their learning and not really giving as much, paying as much attention to the ones who didn't understand and didn't really care to. Like, they still had to learn it. Someone doesn't care about it. Yeah, well, I kind of disagree. I think in high school, at least, you know, That's kind of the baseline thing in Denmark. Like, not many people decide to not do high school. So, like, helping people through that is kind of your job as a teacher. At that point, in university, if you slack off, that's your bad. Like, that's up to you. High school, though, I kind of still think is the same as elementary school in the sense that you want everyone to pass. You should. Everyone should. Oh, sorry, never mind. I read that message wrong. Everyone, yeah, I guess they should. We don't have grade 10 though. We have grade 9 as our last elementary school one. We started at 0 though, so it might be it. And then we have 3 years of high school. I mean, I agree. I think people should make an effort to learn. But those that don't should still receive, like, fair teaching. You know? They should still be taught the stuff. It should be ensured that they understand. If you have to force feed them. Well, some of them, like, tried to reach out to him later in the year because they had trouble understanding stuff for exams, and then he was just kind of, you know, from what I've heard from the people, like, he didn't really make an effort at that point to kind of correct their course. Think about inducing fun through positive feedback. Yeah. I mean, I thought he was a fun teacher, just because the way he taught math was interesting to me. Like, it was it's a way that I found, like, I've always enjoyed, especially now in uni actually. The place I took my bachelor's, the teachers I had were all very passionate about it. And some of them, like, managed to actually make it very fun, which I didn't think they would. They've also been very good about generally helping us, like, taking the time to really understand, to make us understand. I agree with what you're saying, Suno. I do. I just, the thing about him being an unequivocally great teacher for, like, going all in on some students' understanding, I don't really agree with. I think he should have paid more attention to everyone. But at the time, you know, I was okay with it. Because, like, you know, as long as I understand it, then, hey. I helped some of the other students though, like, did a bunch of math projects more than I should have. Kind of made other additions. But I didn't mind. Like, I used to feel kind of guilty about this as well. But I helped my friends through a couple classes, and that's, like, I feel like that's fine. I've been told that, like, from the outside it might look like they were taking advantage of me, but I don't really think that's the case. You know, like, I also felt like I was taking advantage of them. I like, got to hang out with the cool kids, so that's nice, you know. In high school that means a lot. Meant a lot to me anyway. Doesn't necessarily. But to me it did. And that was nice. That was kind of my in, was being the one who knows stuff. And also wants to make other people know stuff. I like heavy bullets. Also like keys though. I'm just very grateful to those friends. Because they definitely didn't have to, like, you know, befriend me. They did, and I appreciate that a lot. That's very kind of them. And I think that's a good thing. I mean, again, it's not really, I don't know, might be a terrible thing. Man, controlling bullets and bees kind of suck, don't they? In general, like, they might be one of the worst 2 effects. The one where you control the bullet, because if you're moving, you have to really make an effort to still aim at the enemy. I guess it's nice that you can kind of correct course on some of them, but you miss more than you win, I think. Well, I do, at this point. Wow, that is decent damage. My ints must be high. Let's do that real quick. Could have probably dodged that, like, for sure, but I just decided not to make an effort to. My maths teacher would have hated that. My dodging teacher would hate it even more. Let's take this thing. Oh yeah, that's good damage. I've always believed in helping other people learn stuff. I've always made an effort out of, like, making them actually try to learn it instead of just doing it, like doing the homework. like homework and assignments and stuff. But sometimes that didn't work, and I'm fine with that. I understood. At a certain point, like some of them, they didn't care about math, and they didn't have to care about math. They had other stuff they cared about. That's more important to them, and that's alright. That's fine. I didn't help them cheat, but I did do some of their assignments. I love this this thing, and I did also like give them notes and stuff. But you know what? That's also fine. You should share notes. It is, yeah. Making people understand is like very nice. But it also kind of came down to me, like, sometimes group projects and stuff I would always go all in on and like kind of take over, because after a certain point of doing like stuff like that for people, you kind of feel like they don't want to learn, so you just kind of take over for them in a way, which you shouldn't, and I shouldn't have. But some group projects I definitely could have been better about letting other people also do stuff. But I would kind of, you know, it kind of fed into my, if you miss more with, why not, excuse me? Why not what them now? You can drop items? How do you do that? Help? Open map. Open map? And then what? No! Well, not no, but just open map. Map open. Now what? I'm on controller. If you can't help me, then you're a terrible person, Chris. Do it. Help me. Jeez, fake friend. Can't believe it. Can't believe you'd even try to help me and then not actually do it. Do it. I'm also playing on PC. I'm just playing with the controller. So, since you are also playing on PC, you should be able to help me. But the fact that you haven't yet speaks volumes about you as a person. Which leads me back to what I was saying about fake friend, which is what you are right now. Can't believe it. Play on mouse and keyboard. Well, I also play on mouse and keyboard sometimes, just not this game. Checkmate, atheists. Can't believe you'd even try to help and just, like, not actually do it. Have I been very good on the bosses on this run, huh? That was not how you usually phrase a question, but sure. I've done it. I've made it. God damn it. Ah, that's alright. Don't worry about it. I'm just pulling your legs, both of them at once. Can't be comfortable, but you know, I'm not here for your comfort. This whole oh god, what am I doing? This is a terrible spot for me to be in, isn't it? Let's get out. Jordan Peele, before it's too late. Kill them. Oh man, yeah, the controlled tier fireball is actually very good. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Did it. Good job, me. More are coming. Yeah, I like controlled tiers now. Bullets, by the way. I understand why they're here. They're here so you can control them. Yeah. Also, like, you know, I've always felt bad. Well, in hindsight, I feel bad. Like, I used to do a lot of stuff because I had ulterior motives, which you shouldn't. So, like, when I helped my friends with maths, it's because there was the implicit thing that, you know, since they spend more time with me, they're more likely to, like, when they see me, think of me as a friend. And since, you know, they're the cool ones, then friend, yay. That was how it started anyway, because I didn't really come off on the right foot with them. I was kind of a dick, and I didn't want to be. So this was kind of my way of being conscious about reconciling, but only in the beginning. Like later on, I actually kind of think we genuinely became friends. Some of us. They were very kind to me. They didn't have to. Definitely didn't. Like, I remember clearly the day that I was invited to like, their Snapchat chat. Well, they made it and I was included in it. That was the day I knew I'd made it. Second year of high school. And, like, I had one good... Like, okay, so here's where I was at, mentally. Every break between classes... There was one major break. Also, I'm just gonna die in this room. Huh. Every break, every day was like a struggle. Because I had to, like, get an in, you know? I had to find, like... Because I didn't feel comfortable just, like... Going, you know, it's always awkward. When you're not really, like, super duper close friends, you know? You have to, like... I felt very self-conscious all the time. And that's not very good. When trying to just, like, kind of... be friends with people. But yeah, to some extent I'm sure I didn't actually know how at that time even, which is weird. Press left, right on D-pad. Oh! Well, I don't want to drop it. Why would you ask me to drop it? Jeez. Yeah, I was kind of late to the party when it came to understanding human relationships. Just like I didn't... I phrased that weirdly, I realized. But that was really how I would have phrased it back then, I think. Yeah. It's really strange to me now, though. Now that I kind of get it. I've definitely improved. Just as a person in general, I think. I now kind of want to hang out with people. For just non-ulterior reasons. Just because, like, I like them. And, wait, what was the challenge? Let's not do anything. Let's not roll. Let's not shoot. Let's not do anything. Oh, this is easy. Alright. I can't roll though, because that might be the challenge. I didn't read it. The more you know. But don't think I still think like that, because I really don't. It's magic to me that I've managed to not think like that anymore. Because I definitely used to be in a place where I thought, you know, this is how life is. I will always be self-conscious and conscious of everything all the time. And I'm not. Now I can just kind of talk to people normally. And, like, you know. That's nice. I like that. Thank you, brain, for fixing that. Don't get me wrong, I still feel awkward sometimes. Like, I still don't know, like... Sometimes when I'm in a room full of people, I don't know where I belong in the room, you know? But I'm kind of better about it now, because I can just kind of go anywhere and still not feel terrible about it. I used to be super self-conscious about everything, like, all the time. I still am, but in a different way. Like, yeah, that's half of it, I guess. Caring about it. I still care about, you know, putting my best face forward and stuff. But it's less like so that people will be indebted and be forced to like associate with me, and more so just, you know, this is how I you know, it's just like, it's different in a good way, in a very good way. It's strange to say and to like phrase, because it sounds very robotic when I put it anyway, really. It's a tough subject to talk about, really. And it might sound like a very drastic change from someone who always, like, you know. You've heard me talk about it at this point, so I don't have to come up with examples. I'm sure that was very satisfying. That whole sentence to someone who's just like a regular person. Might sound like I'm lying, just to get in your good graces. But that's how I would have seen it when I was younger. But not anymore, because I am normal human being person, yes. No, but actually, no. Feels nice. I think a lot of it has just been getting over myself. And also learning... I'm sorry. Ooh, that is nice, but 98 is a bit steep. Just been about learning not to really... not to not care, but to care in a different way. I don't care that something makes me look bad anymore. I can do stuff like without overthinking it now, which is nice. That's what you need. You need to not overthink it. And that's a tough thing to do consciously. And that's why time is important. It's not going to happen from one day to the next. But you know, worked for me, so must work for you. That's not a guarantee. But what I did was just let time pass. Also, going to uni helped a lot. Like, I didn't fully become a great person. I'm a great person now, huh? That's not what I meant. But become the person I am now, which I think is greater than I was back then. I didn't become that until like when I started uni, because then I could become like, I had like a clean slate, you know. In a way, I had the potential to just kind of be whatever kind of person I wanted to be, and I took some traits that I didn't really think were me to begin with. But now, you know, I'm just, you know, I'm a person now. That's nice. See, again, it's weird to phrase, but really, I had some friends that I really respected. My high school friends who helped a lot. And the way that they were, the ways they interacted with the world and with other people, I kind of took that into my own personality in a way, because it was necessary. I didn't really... Oh, that's damage, that's not good. You know, when you don't feel like you have a cemented personality that you like yet, it's important to know which stuff you want to improve, and having that inspiration really helped me. So them letting me be around them and observing them weirdly really helped me. Just kind of know what I liked about people and what other people liked about people as well. Because like when you observe people, you also observe what other people think of those people. And as it turns out, there's some overlap between what you like and what other people like. I'm dead, but not really, because I'm a ghost man. Is it timed? What's up with the... That's so weird. I have to run the whole... What? Why? To redo the whole floor with one heart? I mean, it's probably a fair trade. If I get back there, will I regain my body? Oh, don't. This is such a cool thing. I want to see what happens when I regain my souls. It's a Dark Souls thing! You can regain... I see. So when you get back, you're like regaining your health and stuff. Nice. Can't wait. That's definitely what's going to happen. 100%. And I'm definitely going to be able to do it because I'm very good at video gaming. See, it's funny because I'm definitely not. I know where the boss is though. It's super far away. Like, so far away. What? I'm not getting back there on half a heart. There's no way. Cool that I made it here though. This is a cool thing that happened. I'm glad that I can't know. I'm pressing the buttons. Didn't work. If I could, that might be a bit OP. This is where we fireball. We know this. I feel weird talking about it. Because I don't relate to the person that I used to be that much anymore, really. Although I have to acknowledge that we were, like, I stem from that. But being, like, a person you like is a learning process. And coming to terms with what you can and cannot change is also a learning process. Because you might think that, you know, hey, I don't like this part of myself. I wonder, you know, if what old Max Stuffins is telling me will help me change it. Maybe not. Make an effort though. Some stuff stays with you. Most of that is with your like, not your personality, but how Suna put it, you know. There's the mindset and the like mind whatever. Those two things that Suna said very very smartly that I then forgot because they were super dumb. Bad gun to use, Let's use this instead. This is not the room I die on though, right? Let's try and not make this the room I die on. Hopefully the boss isn't at full health again, by the way. Yeah. Oh, it's different fireballs every time. I should have used this on the boss though, if I didn't. Oh, this is the room I'll die on though. These guys suck. All of them. They're no good guys, I hate them. And they all need to die. I'm very good. Don't even doubt it. Do they split and then re-split? Is that what's happening? Dude. I'm a better mage than you. I have fireballs, you have regular balls. And a single slime. Alright, we're making it back. There wasn't a faster way, right? No, there's no connection there. Make no mistake. But yeah. The first step is acknowledging that you have stuff you want to change. You have to find out what you want to change. If you have to know, like, it's all about timing as well. It's tougher. Here's the thing I've come to acknowledge. It's tougher to change if you're still around people. I'm not suggesting that you delete people from your life. Definitely don't like murder them. That would be a bad idea probably. Then you won't really change. I think you'll go to prison. But yeah. A big part of it was like changing. Thank you. Going to uni helped because there I didn't know. I knew one guy tangentially, but he didn't really know me like as a person. So he just knew me through my high school friends, and like me knowing the high school friends helped because if I'm friends with them and he's friends with them, then hey, that's cool. We have friends in common. Nice. That's a good thing. I'm not gonna win this. Unless the boss is still at its HP it was at earlier. It's not though. I have to regain my blood shit. Oh man. I'm gonna die. Come on. I stepped on it. I stepped on it. Pressed the button and everything. Man. I mean, let's be real. It's not gonna win anyway. I used all my best ammo. Well. That's a shame. But yeah, having new people around that you can you can play pretend for a bit, if you have to. But make an effort to not keep pretending. Do you get the I did, yeah. Did that a couple of days ago, yeah. But I believe in you, and your journey to becoming a better you. And if this makes no sense, that's good. That probably means that you're good. Or that you have no intent on changing, which might be good. I don't know. Anyway, that's me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.